Gentlemen, welcome to the stream. My name is Van Pebble. You know what I should do, actually? I should have done this before. Well, anyway, let's get into the stream. Let's do it. Let's show everybody what we got for them today. Van Pebble here, of course. The stream today is the House of Da Vinci, part 3. Part 3. And last week was a pretty good week for this stream. We were able to get, really we streamed twice, but it was really like kind of, I wish I could somehow sandwich those two streams together because they were both really from the same time period. Like I had to I was making potatoes and then I had to go get the potatoes out of the oven and it's really inconvenient. And then I thought like, well, that's the end of the stream. And then when I ate some food, it was like, it took a while. By the time I came back, I was like, let's just keep going. So we did 2 streams. Today we will try to just do 1 stream of this game. 1 nice long stream. It is one of my favorite games to play. I'm glad that it's back. And ladies and gentlemen, let's play the game. The House of Da Vinci. Thank you. The House of Da Vinci, a puzzle game. There's a little bit of mystery. There's a little bit of sneaking around. You're sneaking around this time with Da Vinci. The first 2 games, Da Vinci 1, Da Vinci 2, you were following a bunch of clues from Da Vinci. Da Vinci, we thought was dead, I think, in the first game. Then we realized it was Da Vinci all along and that he had discovered the invention of time travel. The first and second game are like, it's shocking. You're like, time travel? By the third game, they did something that I have to say I haven't given them credit for yet. And that is, this game is a lot more fun. I don't think it's as puzzly as the second game or the first game. I think so far, like, the House of Da Vinci 2 is probably my favorite one. The first one I think was good. The second one was just, I was so surprised. And the third game, guys, I think is probably my favorite because it has a lot of what I didn't ask for this, but it does a lot of like videos. Like what is that called basically? It's just like they'll show like, and that's their way of showing the plot development, which is in the past game, like this is a lot. Oh, let's finish it up by saying this. In Da Vinci 1 and Da Vinci 2, there would be a note, and the letter, that was what gave you the story, the plot, and that was it. Now they actually have like act outs where like you'll see Da Vinci, because now we're with Da Vinci, so Da Vinci's talking and he's talking to this guy who's a priest, and we're sneaking around this thing. So there's a lot of sneaking. It's a lot of fun. I'm having fun. Let's go. Van Pebble having a good time, and I think we may need to change our camera. Hold on. This is the next part of the game here. Ladies and gentlemen, Castel Del Monte. Before we do that, let's just take a look at Van Pebble. This is not a plug. House of Da Vinci 3. And let's take a look at Van Pebble. Part 6. Problem is, Okay, so the camera goes down there. Got it. That's all I wanted to do, guys. That's all I wanted to do. Let's do it. And then let's get on with the game. Is that fair? Is that fair? That I can make my... I don't like to make it that big. At least I'm not doing this. I don't want to scare people. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Come on. New chapter. This stream is not sponsored by Happy Belly Purified Water. To hydrate and to caffeinate, this stream, because we're killing time here, is not sponsored by Coca-Cola. Arguably, I mean, wow, that tastes so good. I mean, arguably one of the best soft drinks of all time. It's incredible. I mean, it holds up years and years and years. And it's still a great product. Incredible. And this is what they do. This game actually moves quite well. But I'm guessing there's going to be some exposition here, so there's going to be a little bit of like a... Maybe these guys talking to each other, because this is a new chapter. And we will get it underway. Here we go. We're not going to skip it, because I think you guys want to hear what's happening.
It seems the elevator lifted us into a storeroom, which was once used to supply the whole keep. But I noticed some old documents here as well. I'll try and look through them, and maybe I'll find something useful.
Excuse me.
Giacomo, you should use the time to find a way to the other side of that door over there.
Wait, hold on. I had it. What was it giving? It was working just a second ago. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, see? Guys, what is this? Other side. Oh, wait, hold on. Nice.
I found something. I think these are the old building plans. They could place my time machine only into suitably large space. We should find some large hall. Maybe here in the middle. No, that's the courtyard. But maybe that's fine. The gate would fit there easily. I see you were successful. Well done. We're in luck. According to the plan, the gate leading to the courtyard is just behind this door. You go first, Giacomo, but be careful.
Here we go.
Look, Giacomo, the stolen time machine really ended up in the courtyard. It is so close.
Oh, wow.
But getting through the grating won't be easy. If we were able to somehow... The machine is well guarded. But I'm surprised they built it vertically. But I might have an idea why. They will need to mix the fuel for the machine similarly as I did in Badia Fiorentina. But here with the tanks above the machine, they let gravity do most of the work in transporting the liquid. It is also important for the machine to turn quickly, and they need an engine for that. Oh, I see. It's right under the makeshift roof on the right. It seems they took the boiler from my workshop. We will need to split up. I will go to the roof and find a way to those tanks above.
Yeah.
I remember well how to mix the fuel right and what to do if something unexpected happens. I doubt the Order solved these problems on their own. Meanwhile, you, Giacomo, will enter the courtyard and light up the boiler. After all, you already did this once. But what about the guards? We'll have to improvise. If it comes to worst, I will distract them from above. Either way, you'll have to act fast. Now, we need to get to the roof. In the back of this room is a stairway which should lead us directly to the roof. And the controls for this gate should be right above us. But I do not see any door that will lead us there directly. Well, we'll see when we get in there.
It's like you just said you wanted to split up, but now you're saying that we're both going on the roof. That's all. I'm not that I want to be like the argue guy for everything. I know there's people like that. An elevator took me and Leonardo up into the heart of Ordo Institutionalis, the mysterious Castel del Monte. The elevator platform came to a stop in a room apparently used as a storage area, but currently deserted. Leonardo started going through some old documents he found interesting, so finding our way out fell to me. We found Leonardo's time machine in the fort's courtyard, and it seems that the Order had done everything in their power to make it work again. The machine was close, but behind a heavy metal portcullis. If we want our quest to succeed, we need to split up. Leonardo will ascend the stairs to the roof, search for a long way to the tank where the liquid fuel required to operate the time machine is mixed. In the meantime, I will take care of the porticus leading into the courtyard. I need to be ready to ignite the boiler propelling the machine immediately after Leonardo sends the prepared fuel. It is clear that no matter the circumstances, our time window will be short. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big chapter. It looks like we're going to the roof.
We'll get no further without a key. Let's try that door over there.
The ladder is blocked by 3 colored seals. I can't take it without removing them. Okay. Looking for doors here. Here's a door. Okay. Okay. $11.94 to $12.50. Friedrich Roger. All right, we're just checking everything out here is what we're doing. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Okay, all right. Right. All right. Cool. What about this? Ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Here we go. Ooh, there's another bird cage. Seeing a lot of bird cage stuff here. Okay. Let's take a look at the hexagonal prism. Hexagonal prism. Yes. Yes. Very nice looking jade-like thing. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, guys. Ladies and more ladies. Oh my god. There's the metal key. Ladies and more ladies. All right, we have a key now. Let's go downstairs. Ladies and more ladies. Well, let's see. Now, hold on now. Now, where was that key that we saw the first time when he was like... was it downstairs? Yeah, because we have a key now. Hold on. What about over...
We must hurry. The time is not on our side.
Alright, well... What about that? Does it go in there?
We really need the key, Giacomo.
Okay, we have it right here, dude. Why am I yelling? I don't know. Here, it has the key. Sorry about that. That's got a little too real there, I think. Alright, here we go. I mean, and there was a lot of stuff to do in there, but I feel like that will come.
Behind this wall is the mechanism that could be used to open the metal gate on the floor below. You won't get it from here. But don't worry, I have a solution.
Okay.
Here. The plan of the keep. I've marked the controls and sketched a way you could use it to get there. You should try using the gallery above the courtyard. That should help you evade most of the rooms, which will surely be full of guards. You should also be able to get there from the study we just searched. Did you notice the window above the bookcase? You must use it to get outside. Meanwhile, I'll get on the roof and take care of the fuel. If necessary, I'll buy you some time so you can get to the machine unnoticed. I'm sorry, Giacomo, but the main responsibility will be yours.
Always.
I'd like to enter the time machine with you, but if anything gets in my way, you need to finish our quest at all costs. Here, take the amulet.
Wow. Wow, it really is on me. I really am important. I am somebody. Okay. There was this movie, it was, back in the day when Arnold Schwarzenegger was absolutely killing it. He played, Conan the Barbarian in a couple movies. He was in Red Sonja, which was Red Sonja's movie, but he was in it. And he was also in Conan Barbarian. But the Red Sonja, I believe, is the one that I'm thinking of. And I'll say this quickly. There was a scene in it where there's a guy who is like this real short, nerdy guy who's like a thief. And his whole thing is like he's a scumbag, but like they need his help. So he's part of their team. It's Conan the Barbarian. It's this Red Sonja, this beautiful woman. She's built and she's jacked and she's got big tits. She's like a warrior princess. I mean, it's an interesting story. But anyway, and then there's Arnold. Then there's this girl, this Red Sonja, Conan, Red Sonja. Then there's a black guy who's like a warrior, huge tall guy who's actually played by Will Chamberlain. And then there was a little guy who was this little scumbag, like criminal guy. So there's a scene where like everybody's like jumping in this water and they have to like hold their breath and get underneath this like cave, and everybody does it but this thief guy, and he's like a coward, you know. He's like a little thief. He's everything you would think a little thief would be. People that are like little thieves, they're really just like cowards, right? Like it's pretty much what they are. So he is like scared to go, but then hopefully this will pay off the story. And then the guy himself is like, he's waiting and he's waiting and he's like, they need me, and then he jumps in the water. And I never forget that scene, and I always remember that as being really like good acting by the guy, because it's, even though you look at those characters like he's just a thief, he just steals things from people, but in that moment he found himself to be like more than just a low-life thief, but actually a part of a team, and I thought that was good. Who knows? Will anybody enjoy that story? We never know. Where should I place the ruby from my inventory? I think I saw some similarly shaped stones somewhere around the room. Because I think I saw similar looking gemstones in the frame of the painting of Frederick II on the wall to the right of the window. Okay. The ruby will fit into the empty socket in the bottom right corner of the frame. Oh, okay, got it. Got it. Sorry you had to give it to me, but... Nice. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. After that, I was alone in a room that had to be the former study of Frederick II. My goal was to get to the open window so that I could move around the walkways above the fort's courtyard. But I couldn't help being excited to learn more about the founder of Ordo. Not going to try to pronounce that word. I'm sick of that word. What secrets lie hidden in his study? Frederick Roger, 1194 to 1220. I found an interesting message on the desk. Brother, his life in the castle of Melfi laid foundations for Frederick II as a dutiful man, but also a curious one with a passion for seeking the truth and seeking the world as it is. I believe your foundations were constructed equally well. Use this test as a way to show your brothers that they are strong. Let yourself be guided by your passion for knowledge, and it will show you the first of many secrets that you will protect with your life as a member of Ordo Institutionalis, the Grand Master. It seems the whole room was used in some kind of admission ceremony. A counter with astronomical symbols tipped into the room from the opposite wall opposite the window. I should inspect it carefully. There seems to be a wooden block with 4 numbers on it. A counter with astronomical symbols. Now let's take a look at ear. Look. This guy's, it says 1194 to 1220, to 1250 rather. It seems like I can move parts of the wooden block to change the 4 numbers on it. But what should I set there? Maybe a year? Perhaps it would help to look at the counter differently or look around the room more carefully. Alright, so we're looking for 4 numbers. The 2 numbers that I volunteer, just off the top of me head, would be 1194 or 1250. Ladies and gentlemen, that did something. Now, do we know what this is supposed to look like? We don't, right? Let's take a look at everything around the room here. Now you're talking about like orbits and planets orbiting. That's a different story now. Just real quick, we're going to go up here. All right. Okay. The sun and the moon. then back to this thing again. Of course, we still don't know what to do with any of this stuff here. This, I think, we're not there yet. I would venture to say we're not there yet. All right, let's get back to it. As the counter, the top of the counter came off and revealed some kind of orrery. A wheel is also now visible, the front part of the panel. Maybe I should try turning it. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. All right, so I think we're trying to match symbols here. I'm guessing that would match right there. That's a match right here. Let me see what else we got. Wait, what about this? Okay, so we changed that. Oh, that's okay. Oh, okay. Ooh. Gee whiz. Okay, and then there's this here. And then there's this here. There's a lot going on. Let's see. To the most illustrious Emperor Frederick II, Hohenstaufen, dear friend, along with this letter I am sending you 3 gifts. The first is a falcon. Not the biggest one, but very tame and a good hunter. I saw it upstairs, the falcon. For your son Manfred, may he be as good a falconer as his father one day. The second are several books written by my best scholars. I am sure you will find some answers to your questions. The third is a bit more specific. One of your questions was where heaven and hell are located in relation to the position of the earth. That can be answered either by me, neither by me, nor by the wisest astrologist in our lands. What we can tell you is where are the Earth, Sun, and Luna, how the passage of time impacts positions of cosmic objects and star signs. I let them create this orrery to visualize our knowledge. I made them lock the knowledge inside using your birth date as a key. Your birth under the sign of Capricorn, just days from Sagittarius, predestines you for greatness. And I am glad it is you who is sitting at the Emperor's throne, your loyal ally, Sultan Al-Kamil. And that's how we were able to use that as a code. We should have read this first. We would have known that's how you get into this thing. So we kind of got lucky with that one. It says, I revealed a mechanism on the front of the counter. It seems I can use the horizontal lever to move the magazines to the sides, and that I can push the vertical one to exchange 3 small wooden discs in the magazine with the 3 discs across them on the counter. Yes, and we still don't know what that really means quite yet. We don't know yet what it means. No idea. But here they are. I believe my goal should be to move the discs to the columns with the same symbols. That makes sense. The symbol of the Capricorn to the left, and the symbol of the Sagittarius to the right. I need to use a magazine and the levers to do that. All right, let's see what we can do here, guys. How far does it go? So it's only left and right? Is that it? Okay. Fair enough. All right, we're trying to match the symbols here. I should start with the discs on the sides and slowly work my way toward the center. With a bit experimentation, I will surely prevail. The discs on the sides. Okay. And how far does it go? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I feel bad. Like I'm not. That's not good. I'm switching stuff. I don't know what. I really have no fucking idea what I'm doing here, and that's fine. So that means we're gonna have to figure this shit out. Alright, I think what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get, obviously, the green with the green would be my guess. So like something like, let's see, let's push this guy in. So there's a green one. We have a green one now. And then right. Hold on. We're gonna get this. So we're trying to get all the greens together. And then green would have to go on the far left, I guess. So then we go like this. Hold on. No, no, no. Something like this where you go. This isn't it, but I'll do it anyway. Hold on, hold on. This is what I want right here. I want all three of these guys, and then I can go. There we go. So that helps, I think. We'll see. And then I think this is what we're doing next, is we're going. Yeah. No. Hold on. Okay, wait, hold on. It's close. It's close. Let's see. It's not there yet, though. Yeah, then you should be able to just go like this. There you go. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Aha. All right, well, it looks like it wants us to kind of check this out. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. That's what happened there. Alright, so there's got to be a book. Now, I remember seeing this blue book here. So I think what we're going to do is... This makes sense to me. It stands out. But we should probably try to get this thing directly underneath the blue book. Let's do one more time. And then we'll check out the clue. But this seems... This looks like, this looks good here. There's the book. There it is. Del Sol et Luna. De Sol et Luna. Okay. It says something changed in the painting of the stronghold opposite the window. I think I saw something move on its bottom left section. Yes, that definitely did happen. Let's go back and check it out. We might be ahead of the game here with this book, but anyway. Yes, we did notice this. I didn't see anything like to do other than notice it. It's not letting me get any closer. Here, let's get closer. It says use under the painting is a compartment with a wooden rod. I should pick it up. Under the painting is a compartment. Or is it perhaps this painting that they're talking about? There's two paintings. All right, okay, so let's do this then. Yeah, there's two paintings. There's that painting and this. I would call this a painting, wouldn't you? All right, let's go back here. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is a painting per se. Yeah. But there does seem to be something right there. See that? All right, let's get back to this again and let's pull this thing further. Oh, this is what I was talking about. This thing right here is a wooden rod, and it is under a different painting. That is, they are talking about a different painting. Okay, very good, very good, very good. No, okay. All right, all right, all right. This could be. This is it. Probably what they want here. Oh wow. Very cool. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this game is so tight. Love this game. The room was full of interesting elements and artifacts. After what I've already experienced in my adventures, I would be disappointed to find no hidden secrets in a room like this. I had no need to fear a disappointment. Excuse me. Sorry. When I moved aside the painting of Frederick II, I found a secret section of the library behind it. Hold on, give me a second here. Okay, thank you. If I had more time, I'm sure I could find some real scriptural treasures around here, but I need to focus on the way forward. Thank you very much. Yes, you're right. We need to figure out the way forward here. Let's see here, guys. Oh. Got it. So maybe find more. Okay. Like, I would imagine. Okay, wait. Oh my god, things are happening here. Falcon medallion. Holy moly. All right. Oh. For our first Grand Master Frederick II, ruling wasn't about some divine mandate. He considered himself absolute ruler, but he understood that power is not only privilege but also a responsibility. He knew it was the will of the common people that allowed him to take the throne and the crown. He took his responsibility to create laws and assure justice as axiomatic. Only thus could the people feel safe. Only thus could he make them content. And content people made for a firm basis for his rule and crown. Very good. That's very good. Very good. And here we go. Here we are. Right. It says I should look carefully around the room. Maybe I can find somewhere to insert the medallion from my inventory. Yes, we do have a medallion here. Yes, we should try to find a place to put it. Here's the medallion. It's a gorgeous medallion. I've got a couple ideas. Maybe we could put it back on this thing, or let's try to put it here. Hold on. Although I feel like the reason that thing came off is because those things are locking and blocking that. So we don't want to add something else. So it's not going to go there. It seems there is a socket of the right shape in the upper part of the tower model by the window. I think that is where I should insert the medallion. Socket of the right shape of the upper part. There is a socket of the right shape in the upper part of the tower model by the window. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. A falconry bell. Very nice. And I would imagine... No? Yes. Look at that. Oh my god, what the hell? Oh! Hey now. Oh! And... Wait. I want that book, don't I? Falconry hood. Here, wait. The book is too big for me to take out. Okay. He puts the helmet on the bird. All right, I've got a crazy impression for you. It's gonna be a hard one to pull off. All right, here we go. There's the book. Love that. Thank you. Let's go, and now we know where that book's going. Here's the impression. You ready? These are tough ones to pull off. Okay, ready? Here's the impression. What I just said was it takes the hat off the bird. Here is if Buffalo Bob from that movie where he's like the psycho with some kidney and some fava beans, right? We all know that show about the guy that like ate people, the cannibal, Hannibal the cannibal. Silence of the Lambs. So Silence of the Lambs, the guy that plays is she a great big fat person, right? This is if that guy, it's a long way to go, but it's worth it. If that guy was playing this game and putting the helmet on the bird. It puts the helmet on the bird. Okay, that's it. Thank you. That's the impression. Let's get back to the game. I had to do it. It doesn't matter how long it took. At least you came up with something. Let's go. Now we have a book. For me, the impression, it's all about the degree of difficulty and nothing about the actual impression. So, although it is, you have to nail it a little bit. Boom, there's another one down. We got one more book to find. Ladies and gentlemen, look around. Do you see it? I don't. And now it looks like we're going to have to find that last book. Where could it possibly be? Wait a minute. Is it here somewhere? No. Let's go back up real quick. See if the book is up here. There's one more book we're looking for here. Book. And I just don't see it. Alright, let's go back downstairs. Okay, back downstairs. We're gonna find it. It's fine. It puts the lotion on the skin. It puts the helmet on the bird. No? You don't see it? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Listen. Alright. What about here? Like, is it like, hold on. Oh, my nose is so itchy today. Hold on. Fuck, dude. Ah, oh my god, my nose. Oh, it's so annoying. Oh. There's a square grid with different repeated symbols under the dome on the table. I also noticed a page turning near the castle model on the other side of the desk. Maybe those two things have something in common. Page turning near the castle model, and there's a square grid with the different repeated symbols. Yeah, this is these two things here. So these things are somehow connected, huh? Okay, so let's take a look. I do remember this. I do remember seeing symbols. We have the... Let's take a look at what we've got, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we have to draw, or the paint app, which I sometimes helps me. So what do we got here is I, and then a queen, or is it a king, or what is that, a priest? And then Libra, basically, and then a leaf. So it goes I is one symbol. And then what do we say? It's a little bit of like a priest hat. And then, of course, yes, the scales of justice. And then a leaf. Which is really like, it looks more like a feather to me, actually. Kind of feathery. Yeah, good luck. It's a feather, motherfucker. Alright? I'm not an artist. Okay. Good. It says... It seems... that's what it says. Ready? Here's what it says. It seems I can push down the squares, but what are they for? Maybe I could try looking at the castle model and the grid differently somehow. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, we go into the squares now, and we will take a look at what we can do here. What was the original? What was it again? I, priest, scales, leaf. Oh, wait. I, priest. Right. Wait, hold on. Okay. Priest. Eyes, priest, scales, leaf. Hold on. With the Oculus, I can see arrows in front of and behind the square grid. I can see arrows in front of and behind the square grid. I think I should try pushing the symbols one after another to create a path from the first arrow to the other. When I choose the correct symbol, it will stay pushed down, otherwise the grid resets. Wow, this is complicated. Here we go. Oh, I get it. Yeah. What was the other one? Sorry. Scales. And then, obviously the leaf. That seems to be working. You got 4 blocks, 4 blocks, and 4 blocks. But you got a vertical, then a horizontal, then a square. All right? A vertical, a horizontal, and then a square. A vertical, a horizontal, and then a square. Here's a square. But I'm thinking, like, what is it supposed to be a square of, though? So I'm still not sure what they really want the pattern. I don't understand the pattern, really. I don't know. I am not sure, actually, what they want. I mean, I see it. I see this. Let me look to the other. I mean, is there anything else, or... Okay. Vertical, horizontal, and then a square. The square grid in the table has changed. There are only several symbols remaining. The other squares I can't push down anymore, but it seems I can rotate them. Several symbols remaining. The other squares I can't push down. But this is what they wanted us to do, which is this. They wanted us to go like... let's see. And then maybe... Maybe I can find another hint in the text on the other side of the table, text on the other side of the table, or on the model of the castle. Perhaps I should look at the model somewhat differently once again. I think my goal should be to arrange the symbols in such a way that each row, column, and quarter of the grid has exactly one of each symbols differently. One of each different symbol. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. That would be different. So that every single one is different? Arrange the symbols in such a way that each row, column, and quarter of the grid has exactly one of each different symbol. So if we're doing... So in other words, I think let me see if I think I understand this. So let's say we're going to do a vertical one, a horizontal one, and a square one, right? Each one of those shapes will be represented on here. The thing I'm having trouble with is like one of these is going to have one of the same of the other one, right? Because you're going boom, boom, and then square. It's a weird... But if you're doing it where every... Like, let's say you're going to go... You're going to follow the orange. And then you're going to have every square having every shape. In other words, you have 3 shapes. And these are the 3 shapes right here. So if you could get each one of these having different symbols, then you're good. And I guess the order, I don't know if the order is this or not, but I think you're going by the order of the orange things. I don't think this is the order, but we still have the order if we need it. The order would be this, I guess. Eye, priest, balance, feather. Or wheat. It looks like wheat. But this is what they wanted. And... This seems right here. This would be all... Wait. This would be right, because these are all represented here. And then you go, this guy... So this is the only one we know almost for sure is correct. Would be this one here. And then... Wow. Yeah, but look at, like, the confusing thing is this, because, like, what the fuck? Yeah. It is confusing. Alright, back at it. On the text... Another hint of the text on the other side of the table or on the model of the castle. Alright, Frederick understood. People must be met at every corner of his domain. Each line in his army must know his justice. So every corner of his domain, each line, every soldier needed to know he would be heard in the same way. Balance and justice became the basic column. So columns, lines, corners, balance 4. Okay? Those are the words. Those are the hint words. I'm so itchy today, goddammit. All right. Okay. Yeah, what do we do here? Balanced columns, corners. calm. Something like this, I guess. I don't know. I'm guessing here. This has to be something. I have no idea what the fuck this thing wants me to do. I have no fucking idea, dude. I have no clue. I really, like, this is the first time where I'm 100% stumped. Well, thankfully, I'm pretty good at finding my way through here. And I think this is like chapter 4. Let me see something here. It's got to be deeper. It's got to be like we might be like in the last couple chapters. We might even be like, this could be the last chapter, actually. Because, I mean, we really are like very far along in this game. Yeah, we're not quite there. Okay, so here's where we are. I think, yeah. Yeah, here we are, here we go, here we go. All right, we gotta figure this out, man. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm ready to cheat because I just don't get, I really don't understand what they want us to do, actually. I get it that they're trying to do like different stuff. Like every block is different symbol wise. Hold on. I feel bad. Like, I honestly wish I could do this without fucking cheating, but I can't figure it out. I don't know what... I just don't get it, man. People, balance, corn... People... How close were we? It seems like we're pretty close. I'm sorry, man. I'm at the point where it's like, I just can't sit here and do this anymore. Not if I don't understand what the fuck I'm doing. Balance. People. Hold on. There you go. Alright, it's cornstalk. Alright, who cares? There's the last book, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. It's the hardest one always when you're trying to do something like this. All right, let's do this. There we go. Well, they're all three connected here. Yeah, there was something in there, right? Wasn't there? Okay. It's not there now. Let's get out of there and let's go here real quick. There we go. There's the ladder that we needed to get what? Up to the window, right? Isn't that the whole goal, is to like crawl through this window thing here? Wasn't that the goal? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are very close then, if that's the case, because we move this over here, right? And then the ladder goes there. Ladies and gentlemen. We're close. Look, we're close. Clearly we haven't done something, or something is not. I mean, we can't. Is it that window that we're supposed to go through? Which one are we supposed to cross? I mean, there's a... Alright, hold on. Whoa, wait, what's that? How did I miss that? Alright, let's go down, go down, go down. Hold on, hold on. Can we go in? No, we can't. All right. It says, with the railed step ladder lengthened, I might be able to reach the open window on the left side of the wall. I need to position the step ladder right under the window using the lever on the right. After that, I can climb outside. All right, let's go for it. This should be it right here. This guy. All the way. All the way to the left. All the way, or just a second right there? Ladies and gentlemen. That was a real accomplishment. And let me tell you something. An hour and 21, I think we're going to break it right there. I think we can do that. I think we've proven that maybe this game is just really good in hour intervals or hour and a half long intervals. Maybe it's just good for me to just do this like hour and a half at a time or something like that. Anyway, I finally got out of Frederick's study. This is the place where Leonardo has to mix the fuel for his time machine. He isn't here yet. but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. After all, he needs to be careful as well. I had no time to lose. I needed to find a way to make my move across the walkway unseen. And that's where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen, and that's where we're going to stop the stream. And I think what I think could be a thing we could do tomorrow, and we'll see, is like, let's just play this tomorrow. We could wait till next week. I think that was very, the reason that I did it 2 streams last time, because I felt like I was shortchanging people after the first one. I mean, there were no puzzles really. There was like no puzzles in the first stream. I'll show you guys real quick because we're doing the advertisements anyway. So this is my channel here. This is the Van Pebble. Sorry about the obnoxious. So this is the Van Pebble channel. And if you look at the channel, let's take a look at Van Pebble's channel. He's got some videos up here. So if you look at the House of Da Vinci, people love this one, 50 views. But what you're not seeing is the game that is before that. And this one is the one, 114. I did, it was only an hour long, the 50 view one. But the one that's 5 views, that was one where I didn't do very many puzzles, and it just felt like there was so much story. It's not really my fault. There was a lot of story that was going on, and these Da Vinci and this other guy was talking to each other for like literally like 20 minutes. Like I didn't realize it was going to take that fucking long, like all the exposition rather, although it was an expedition as well. And then by the time they finished talking, and then I finally got a little bit of puzzle gameplay in, I had like to do chores. So then I did another one. So maybe tomorrow we'll do another one. But ladies and gentlemen, that is good for me. Like, that was good. I felt good about that. And I just think this game is really getting good now. Not that it wasn't before, but for some reason when it first started, House of Da Vinci 3, I was a little bit like this a little bit. I don't know. There wasn't much happening, and it was just... But now I'm enjoying the game. And ladies and gentlemen, let's finish the advertisements, and then let's get out of here. We will be streaming one more day tomorrow. It's going to be great. It's going to be the greatest. My Twitter is Van Pebble on Twitter. We don't talk politics. We talk sports. We talk fun. As far as politics goes, I will say this. I did say hashtag peace wins, because I do think peace is the way to go, always. However, you got to go to get there. Sometimes you got to kick a little ass sometimes to get there. And you can donate money to Van Pebble, a.k.a. Thomas Paul Vino. My parents gave me my first gamer tag. I wasn't old enough to give myself a name. When I finally was, the name I chose for myself was Van Pebble. So since Van Pebble doesn't have a PayPal account, we got to go with my street name, Thomas Paul Vino, at Thomas Paul Vino, no caps, no capital letters. And then Van Pebble is on YouTube, and I will be putting 2 videos up today, so that'll take us to 344. It's very exciting, and guys, I love it. Thank you for joining. Please go watch the videos if you like them. If you're watching videos more than once, just hit the like button so I can get stuff going. And then if you're really liking my stuff and you're watching it every week, see what I'm doing, I wonder what he's up to, just subscribe, and you can very easily see what I'm up to. You can see when they'll give you a blue dot next to your name under subscriptions, and that means if there's a blue dot there, it means that you're an alien. Or it could also mean, most likely, that there's another video that somebody put up. That's really what it means. But you could be an alien. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate it. That's it. Van Pebble on YouTube. And I am outie. That was a good stream. And I'm telling you right now, if we would have kept going, we would have kept going. Like, it seemed like a good time to stop, because we have, we got to basically... Now we got to mess around with the machines, now that we got through that. Because Da Vinci was like, meet me up here, and then once you get there, do this. So now I've got to do this. and that's going to take some time. I bet that's going to be a stream within itself, aka tomorrow. Probably we'll do that tomorrow, and that's it. Tomorrow looks like it's looking like Da Vinci. It's what it looks like. It's what it looks like. It could always change, and I'm not sure what we had picked for tomorrow. But I'm really happy with the videos we've done this week. Like, every game has been different for every stream, and the games have been top-notch. People have been watching the games. Even if it's only, like, 10 people, that's still a good number. I feel like 10's a good number. And another game that I was thinking about getting back into, that's right, I said back, is a game called, and I just want to throw this out there, a soft throw, Hotline Miami 2. Now, we played Hotline Miami 1, and I believe it or not, we haven't talked about this yet. We'll talk about it now. I got stuck. So what happened was, Hotline Miami 1, there's a boss that I just couldn't beat. It was like ridiculous though, and I got to the point where I got really, I'm so itchy today. I got really, I should have taken a shower, shouldn't I have? That's okay. I kept getting to the point in the game, Hotline Miami, where I was at this boss, and it was at the end of the game, like high, like 7th or 8th level or some shit like that. But I had to beat that level to get to the other last 3. Like, somebody said they were called bonus levels, and I couldn't get to it because I couldn't just beat. It was so stupid, guys. So I want to play Hotline Miami 2. But if it's so fucking hard that I can't, like, get past certain levels, I will be pissed. But I probably will play this game anyway because it's a great game. It, for some reason, just streams really well for me because it's just like, it's very intense and you have to keep starting over. And those are just great games. I find those games are great, and people seem to like get good views for those kind of viewers for those. But House of Da Vinci 3 for sure, I think, tomorrow. And then I think maybe a little Hotline Miami 2. I think. Unless we decide to do something else. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Let's get the fuck out of here. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great day, will you? Will you? Will you? Come on, will you? Not sponsored today by Coca-Cola. Not a sponsor. No. But we love them anyway. We're not liable for anything because we're not sponsored by them. I haven't said anything, but I will say this. I love your product, and if you guys want to sponsor me, you can. Is Red Bull owned by Coca-Cola? Because I want Red Bull too. Is Red Bull owned by... I thought it was. Or by Coke, not owned by Coca-Cola. Who owns Red Bull? An Austrian-based company founded in 1987 by Dietrich Mateschitz. Dietrich Mateschitz owns Red Bull, apparently. I think, but isn't it funny? I'm not the only person that thought that. That it was, but it was, I'm not the only one. Guys, that's it. I'm gonna let this song play all the way out because that's what I like. I enjoy streams like this. Like, here's why the stream is great, right? And these are the pockets of life that I live in, right? Check this out. You did an intro. You played the game. It was a good stream. You finished it. You did an outro. You advertised your stuff. You did everything you had to do. And you said goodbye. It's time to go. You told everybody it's time to go. This is the pocket I like to sit in. We did everything we had to do. Now we can just sit here and chill, man. We can just sit here and chill, and that's what we're going to do. And we're going to enjoy the Drill Ave Maria, which somehow this is not copyrighted. I don't know how. Because somebody put beats to it, I guess. I don't know. I hope I don't get copyrighted on this. It's very good. I will say this, Drill Av Maria, no, Codec, please, Codec, please don't copyright me here. I love what you did here. You did a great job. Yeah, great. But please don't copyright me. I don't want people to see this. With no sound, it's sad. So yeah, go check this person out. Codec. Check them out. Check out their channel. Basically, I mean, look, they're basically stealing themselves. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, how are they able to take a song because they're putting beats on it? I guess that's the world of creativity that becomes a little bit like, I don't want to say shady, but like things get a little blurry, you know? It's like, I mean, it's like you literally took the Ave Maria song, which is a great song, and I'm talking over it, not on purpose. I just like talking. So hopefully I won't get copyrighted for that reason. Am I making this my own video by talking over it? I don't know. Oh, who knows? I try really hard not to steal shit from other people. I just want people to enjoy this. This is the pocket I live in. The pocket of, you did everything, now sit back and look at all you've done and just stand there and go, I did that, I'm done, and now I can chill. Ladies and gentlemen, go chill. We'll talk to you later. Here, look at this. You like this? Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that something? Thanks, guys. I don't know. Wait, I don't want to save that. I'm out of here. Thank you very much. Peace out. Have a good night. Talk to you tomorrow. 2 streams tomorrow. Bye.